Hello again, and here comes the last lecture for the filters. Now let's create whatever filter you want. The filter you can create actually whatever you can imagine, but always remember that much organized you have for the codes, for the ID. For example, you have organized gr-st- once hardened, the names, the unique names as well, and the activity codes, and even the WBS. They're more organized. The WBS is, the more the filters become easy and easy. So now let's check the different types of filters. Other than the default and the global, let's create any filter you want. First, new. What if we want to only show the engineering? So in such case, we are going to filter using the WBS for engineering. So here, if you search, press W, and is under engineering. And here it is. Apply. Only the project is shown to you as engineering activities alone. You can do this filter and send this schedule to the engineering department and give them this time frame. When shall they prepare and submit? When shall they get the approval? And each and everything. The more detailed it is, it would be more beneficial for them as well. You can add the resources here. It would be the number of drawings. For example, there are 60 drawings for the structural works. It's too much in our example, but assume it's like 12 drawings. And the same 12, 12, 12. So you can add the resources, you can add man hours. For example, these 12 drawings require 100 man hours. So in such case, 100 man hours, you can make the progress according to such items, or you can make the progress according to the 24 days has passed, 12 days has passed, you made 50%, you made 5%, you made 10%. There's a lot of ways to show the progress here, but this is not our main concern now. Our main concern now is to know how to do the filters. So let's go back to the filters, and here no need to do it again, but if you want to show for anything else, you would choose procurement, construction, whatsoever, and that's it. And you have whatever WBS you want. Yeah, but here what this one is under. What if it's equals? What's the difference? So if it's equal 0, how is this possible? Because there is no WBS directly under the construction WBS, not under a sub WBS if you want to name it, or a work package. There's nothing under equal under the construction alone, but all are under the WBS or the work package below the construction. So if we did the same filter but for engineering, you have just seen it, but here there's two activities directly related to this WBS alone, not to the structural under engineering. So if you did equal, this will show alone, and here it is. And so this goes for a lot of things. Not equal to engineering, everything will be shown except this two. Even the engineering activities, let's see. So here it comes. Everything is shown except the two milestones under engineering and related to engineering alone. So what other kind of WBS? There's a whole bunch of activities you can use. Just make it more wider, see clearly, make it bigger. Let's see. So actually there's, I don't know how much exactly, but there's a whole lot, hundreds. What else might you want to see? Assume we want to filter by just pick something. We would use the activity codes. The activity codes, we created an activity codes guard room. Let's check, scroll down till we find our code that we have just created. So now you've forgotten that code. Let's check what did we name it, and here it was gr-001. We did only for engineering, gr-001 engineering. So let's filter using gr-001. Bigger. Create this one more and check as much as you want. Here it goes. That takes lengthy of time, but you'll find out now, and you get to know what can we make. For example, you can make for the calendars, which is, if you have different calendars, would be very useful. But here, as you see, the construct, this is for the activity code, but our is engineering. Here it is. So if you are using this one, you will find our codes, but this one is very hard to find. As you've seen, we have scrolled. Let's see how we are going to manage this, but first let's say you are going to show only architectural. It will only show this WBS, which happens to be the same activity code. Is not equal to, so it will make it equal this one. So we have is under, but there is no sub, it's not broken down, so it will be the same exactly. So let's first find out how to find these activity codes easily. C is gr-001. If we want to add any other activity, it automatically comes. You might change the activity code name. If you want to show the very first thing, 001 -eng or gr-eng, you want to show it the very first one. Just in case, whenever you are filtering, it would be very easy for you to find it. It's the first thing. Here it is. So let's remove this filter. You can check all activities and apply. What other codes do we have? We can also do the submission. This one is hard to find, but we know now that it's S. Yeah, here it is. You can change it as well. You can change it for only submission. You need to see the engineering, this activity, and this activity, and this activity alone. Here it comes, and here we have our filter. The filter, actually, you can do thousands of filters with combinations and everything. There's a lot of filters. Let's say we need the submission and the approval only, so you might add, and it would be again, we will search for sub. We need the approval, or let's say the engineer review. If you make this and, guess what will happen? Let's see. Nothing. Why? Why nothing is shown? Because it's not and here. Here the main thing is, it is or actually. Why? Because and means that the activity should have the code of submission and the code of engineer review. And this is not our case. We didn't do our program such thing. The activity, either it's submission or it's either engineer review. So in such case, we want this to make it or. If we press here, it doesn't work. Why? You should press here and it would be any of the following. Here we go. Only preparation and review, preparation and review, preparation and review. So that's quite amazing. So what else could we do with filters? There's a lot, thousands actually of combination. So you can just go through it and post your questions, if any, and we would answer most of your questions. And for sure, there's answer for each and everything. There's a lot for variances, WBS name. you can scroll and you can find a lot and a lot. The more organized your schedule, the more you prepare it in, let's say, organized way or structured way, the more it would be easy to group and sort and prepare your schedule. For start, we would say, for example, the start is greater than 14 April, or we can make it data date, which is the run date when you ever press F9, or here it would be the run date. And this one is not open. You can close this for now, delete, and you can make it within range of data date, and you can make data or project finish, which would literally give you each and every activity. But for the sake of this example, we would, let's say, plus 3 month, 3M, and that's it. You'll have 3 month look ahead. Here it is. All the activities that falls within the 3 month period, starting. As you see, some activities is shown which will finish later on, but all are starting within the 3 month. So you can try. There's a lot of option. You have to try, and you have to know. And for sure, you might even do something for your own, according to your project. But always make sure that it's well structured to make everything easier for you. The same can go for the finishing here. There's a lot. It's total float. Let's say you want to within range of 0, which is the critical, and you need it within range to 15, which is the near critical, according to your specs or according to your experience or according to your project. Let's say you assumed it's 10% of the total duration would be near critical, 5%, or just the number 15 days. And here it comes only the critical and the near critical activities. 0, 1, you would never see an activity exceeding the 15, as if you see here shots activity 181.57. So now this has broken the ice for you for the filters. You should try. You have to try. You have to do a lot of combination. It's a never-ending process. You can never know it all. It's according to your project, according to what you want to see, according to your structure. But now you have understood how to make it and how to customize your own filters. Always make sure that you always save it by the name that you want. So in Shot's case, this one, we would name it the critical and near critical activities. This would make it easier for you to, whenever you want to show it, no need to create it again. You just press it. But always remember, the only thing that is not, let's say it's not global or it's not unified for the all projects, is the codes, because the codes is created for the project, just in our case. So when you use this one, when you open another project, even if it's the copy of the same exact project, this code will not be used. You have to redo it again, because it's the P6 acts as it's totally two different projects. Like this one is a project, guard room. If you take a copy, the other one is totally different project. It has the same characteristics maybe, but it's totally different. So that's why you have to use it again for the codes especially. And that's it for the filters. If you have any questions, post it. And always make sure before posting the question, try. Think as hard as you can, and you will get it. It's actually easy, and according to your structure, just go through your structure, see what's common you want to see. Let's say, for example, without we need to show installing. Just think about it. See what's common between the activities that you want to see. You want to see these activities. So whenever, and you have a structure, because whatever you say, it's installing, so it's good for you. So here you would make it activity name contains, not equal, because equal means that you have to write the same exact letters, the same each and everything to show only one activity. So here you write installing instead. And this is because you have a structure kind of, and here it comes. So always think, if you have a structure, you would always find something in common that you can filter using it. So make sure before even doing the project, to put the structure in your mind to make it easier for filters, group and sort, and for easy producing of different reports in no time. So now the filter is finished. Again, try and try and try and think and make a well organized structure before you even start.